Okay, we're starting now. Oh, I forgot it's not voiced. Give me a second, I want to see if my text grabber works on it. I don't think it's a Unity game. Cop chase in your backyard. More common than you think. Okay, just checking. Looks like that ain't now. Okay, guess I'll just transcribe it via keyboard like usual. Other Capcom games are Unity, and it works on that. But what the? The whole world just changed on me. Welcome to the ghost world, the land of the dead. A voice in my head. Who are you? No time for introductions now. You have to save her. I know you can do it. All you have to do is use your powers. Huh. Save the hell. Me. Save her. How the hell? Take a look at your corpse. Do you see that blue flame? That's your soul. And you do see that bright white spot nearby. That's a core. Yeah, this game is very good. It's also like in the same universe as Phoenix Wright, apparently. A core. Him. Just looks like a railway crossing gate to me. Just looks like a railway crossing gate to me. Looks like I need to drop the period or it will not do the river. Look, the best way to understand is to just try it. First of all, try moving your soul. Next, move your soul across to connect with the core. Congratulations! Your soul has now possessed the crossing gate. Is it just me, or did my TTS voice improve overnight? Cause it seems less crackly. So what? Now I'm a crossing gate. Now then. Use the crossing gate to save the woman. What? But how? In a moment, time will start to flow normally again. That will be your chance. Listen when the man pulls the trigger, the woman dies, right? So before that happens, you have to use your powers to stop it. Hey, wait a second, I still don't know what you're talking about. Heh. You'll see. You'll see. I don't want to spoil anything. But if you are playing this game for the first time, do not look at the extras until you finish. Cause doing so will prematurely reveal who is pulling the strings. Off. Hold it. Well played. Wow, what just happened? That was one of your powers at work, a ghost trick. You mean, I made that crossing gate move? That's right, you manipulated that object with a power of the dead, a ghost trick. And all you have to do to perform a trick like that is... Now the woman's fate has changed. Albeit sad a little. Albeit just a little. Yeah. She still kind of has a gun pointed at her. Yes. And that's not good, is it? But at least now you're starting to figure out how to use your powers. So I enter the ghost world with ghosts possess an object, and then perform a trick with it, eh? Now you're getting it. Let's move on to the next step. Try possessing a different core. I see a guitar then, is it? Ahem. Hey, what do you want from me? I would have preferred the giant wrecking ball. That would solve the problem real quick, I bet. Oh, how bloodlusty. But I guess I can't reach cores that are too far away. Well, I guess we'll see what you can do with that guitar. Let's set time in motion again and find out. Who's there? Oh, that gotta be some of the slowest running away I've ever seen. Looks like I'm gonna have to come up with something more. Let's see. What core is close enough to possess from here? I guess all there is me. No time to be picky. I've got a woman to save. I like your attitude. It's admirable, truly. Ugh. But what? If I can manipulate objects. Then I ought to be able to manipulate my own corpse, right? Sorry, no zombie furry. Well, tell you what. Why don't you just try it and see? Go ahead and possess your corpse. Alright, now we'll set time in motion. Okay, go ahead, enter. Good night, Meowsikins. Huh, nothing's happening. Exactly. Sad but true, I'm afraid. You can only manipulate non-living things. Corpses, even if they are not living anymore, aren't really just ordinary things. You've gotta be kidding. Sorry, no Beetlejuice in here. Wait, what about the woman? What's happening to her? Let's take a look, shall we? If you want to take a look around, it's easy. Here, give it a try. Well, sister, this is it. Two things are looking pretty dim right now. My eyesight and your future. Out of my way. It's done. I'm on my way. In the end, it looks like her fate remains unchanged. So what good are these good tricks of mine? But just as I was thinking this, hey look, it's a sexy lamp. Hello there. How are you feeling? Not very well, I imagine. A terrible tragedy. What happened tonight? Ah, ignoring me, are you? It's a little too early for you to be so stiff and cold, I'd say. Ah, so it was you. You were that voice in my head, right? Well, I wouldn't say voice, exactly. The dead don't have voices, you see. It's more like my thoughts were being beamed directly into your mind. That's another little trick ghosts can do. It looks like my ghost tricks didn't do much good. She's still ended up just as dead as before. That's true. For now. For now. I still have more to teach you about the powers of the dead, your ghost tricks. Who exactly are you, anyway? Before I answer that, I think we should save this young lady. Isn't it a shame to see such a pretty young woman lying here like a discarded piece of trash? But what can I do? She's already dead. And so are you. Time for more ghost lessons for you, my friend. First of all, I'll have you possess me. Possess you, eh? Once you've done that, I'll tell you about another one of your powers. Why am I so determined to save this woman? After all, it's not like I know her. But I guess I'll take the desk lamp up on his invitation anyway. My reason is twofold. Number one, I'm not the type to leave women lying around, discarded like trash. And then number two, I don't have anything else to lose at this point. This is why I said sexy lamp. That thought bubble. Those are your thoughts, what you're saying to yourself in your head. My thoughts, eh? So, the dead don't have voices. And what we think is communicated directly to one another. So these thought bubbles are sort of a stand-in. I think I'm starting to get it. I think so, too. Just remember to always keep an eye out for thought bubbles. Okay, good idea. Also remember this game was designed for the DS, which had a touch screen. I just might get some important clues from them. Now then. In order to possess me, you first have to enter the ghost world. And this is your ticket in. The best thing to do is try it. Guess I'll do it. By the way, have you looked at the middle? What about it? It tells you what trick you can perform with the object you're currently possessing. The information is there for you to check out whenever you need it. So in the case of this folding cut, it looks like I can unfold it. So in the case of this folding cut, if it looks like I can unfold it. And to perform a trick on the object you're possessing. You first have to return to the land of the living. Okay. This time, this is your ticket out of the ghost world. Well, good luck. We're counting on you. Notice he said we. Ha! Who's this we? Oh, that's fun. What is? My corpse and her corpse. There's definitely something different about the two. There's something emanating from my corpse. That because you're special. What that's supposed to mean? Not everybody who dies gets special powers, you know, says the lamp. Those watching on YouTube later. Resist the temptation to look this up. Just trust me when I say this tutorial is a lot deeper than it sounds. So those waves are because of my powers of the Deity. Anyway, also the reason why I'm not doing different voices. Cause that would also spoil it. this game's mystery is not knowing who's actually speaking. Congratulations, you passed. Well, what do you know? What prize do I get? A new power. What else? Another one. No, let's review. You can possess objects and manipulate them, right? Now, what do you suppose will happen if you possess a corpse? Nothing, because I already tried that to remember. And nothing happened at all. True. You don't have the ability to manipulate a corpse. However, there is something else you can do. Oh, yeah. What that? Why don't you try it and see? What's this? Can you hear me? Wait a minute. What's going on here? M. It looks like she's unconscious, poor thing. Unconscious, but she's dead. Yes, but think back. Remember when you died? When you came to your senses, you'd been unconscious too. Unconscious, eh? Come to think of it, the desk lamp is right. When I came to, I was already dead. Let's leave her like this for now. And while she's resting, we can save her life. Oh sure, you make it sound so easy. Edit ISEZ. And it is easy. When you use your powers on a corpse, you can go back to the past to a time 4 minutes before that person's death. So Desk Lamp, why did you do that for me? Are you serious? Back through time. Get back in time, cue the Back to the Future theme. I love timey-wimey stuff. That's right. But there's a catch. It only works on new corpses that have been dead for less than 1 day. And she's still well within that limit. You might give it a try before it's too late. But this is crazy. None of it makes any sense. We're talking about the powers of the dead here. It doesn't have to make sense. Good logical answer. A wizard did it. Now then, let's go, shall we? To the time 4 minutes before this woman was murdered. Hey, wait a second. I still don't know what you're talking about. Hey, ha. You'll see. You'll see. And so now, I'm going back in time to witness this woman's last 4 minutes alive. Not as a fuzzy, distant memory of the past, but as a very real, living present. Not as a fuzzy, distant memory of the past, but as a very real, living present. Wake up! Are you okay? What happened to you? Oh no! He's dead. Who are you? Here's my business card right here, sister, my little golden friend. You did this. You killed him, didn't you? Instead of playing whodunit right now, you ought to be more concerned about your own fate. Who are you? Some sort of hitman? What do you want with me? They said we had to rub out all the last traces of Temsik left in this country. Temsik, if you reverse it, is Kismet. And Kismet means fate. Temsik, what in the world is that? Beats me. I just do what I'm told. All I know is you've got nowhere else to run to. Time to die, sister. As long as that bad boy Wrecking Ball stays right up there where it belongs. Well, such an obvious hint. Look, all I want to know is who are you? You don't know me and I don't know you. This is just business. A shotgun. Kind of a flashy weapon for a hitman, don't ya think? Not flashy, just thorough. They call me Nirsajiga, but I never let my prey get away. Ever thought about just buying a pair of glasses? Well, sister, this is it. Two things are looking pretty dim right now. My eyesight and your future. And there you have it, the last 4 minutes of her life. No. It's kind of ironic when you think about it. A woman toyed with by fate, any man toyed with by a ghost. But she still died. Yes, and you can change that with your ghost tricks. Just like you did 4 minutes ago. Possess and manipulate a ghost and then trick. And you can rewind these 4 minutes as many times as you like to. Now then, are you ready? Yeah, let's do it. So this is 4 minutes ago, hey? Fine, I get that. But what am I doing way down here? That's just how it works. Her corpse was your gateway into the past, after all. So, naturally, your starting point is where her corpus was. So, naturally, your starting point is where her corpse was. Note how the music loops until we start doing stuff. And this is where she died. Okay, I get it now. Hop in then. There are only 4 minutes left before she dies. You had better try and get to her as fast as you can. There's no time to lose. The last seconds of her life are counting down. Looks like I better get up there fast. That right. The sand in the top of that timer is how much time she has left. Get to her quickly before all the sand is gone. Up you go then. Oh. Her time is running out. Just a few more steps. Hope I make it in time. Now's your chance to change her fate. There isn't much time left. This is coming down to a battle of seconds. Damn it. What's going on here? Your sighted Chico never misses, as long as the target is within point-blank range. It looks like you made it in time, just barely. Yep, she's still alive. And in that split second, hope was born. Just now, her fate was changed, albeit ever so slightly. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. The bridge is up. Squid. How does it feel to save a lady's life? So the danger is gone. No comment. Yes, it looks like the danger. Mr. Danger, in fact, rolled away somewhere. You used your powers to avert that woman's fate. So I did all that, huh? You most certainly did. And I knew you could do it. So I lost my life tonight and saved somebody else's life. When I came back to the present, it was raining. I had saved the life of this stranger now sitting forlornly in the rain. Even as the story of my life on this planet comes to an end. Catch. Hey, stranger. That word strikes a chord. And a terrible truth begins to dawn on me. I can't recall a thing. Who am I? What is this place? And most important of all, where did my luggage end up this time? Wrong game. Why was I killed? Your story isn't over yet. Who exactly are you, anyway? Just call me Ray. As in, ray of light in the darkness. Hey, hey. Ray, so you aren't going to tell me your real name, I take it. You haven't told me your name yet either, actually. I can't remember. Yes, I guess the minds of the newly departed tend to get a bit confused. Some will get our memories back, others never do. But if you ask me, does it really matter? After all, there's only one path left to the dead. And that is to disappear. Disappear. When the sun rises in the morning, I'm afraid you're going to cease to exist. Well, what? Tomorrow morning? But wait a minute, these powers of the dead. Yes. I'd like to use them to save somebody else's life. And whose life might that be? Do you even have to ask? Mine, of course. Ah, I see. But think about it this way. If we could use ghost tricks to save ourselves. Wouldn't I have tried to save myself as well? I mean, look at me. I'm a desk lamp. So where is your body, Ray? After all, supposed to disappear at sunrise, right? Why a desk lamp, anyway? I'm not really sure myself, to be honest. But in any case, it seems we are unable to use our powers on our own corpses. So use yours on mine. You're kidding? He'll only exist in this world until tomorrow morning. I'm afraid that fact can't be changed. Also, why does Ray know this? So there's really no escaping my own death? In the morning, I'm going to cease to exist. Apparently, there's nothing I can do to change that. But just the same, I still want to know. I want to know my story, the lost story of my fate, right up until the time of my death. And until I learn that, you won't be able to rest in peace, right? Very well. I understand how you feel. You want to go and learn the truth about your death, as well you should. I will, but let's see. How should I go about doing that, I wonder? I can't even imagine what the first step would be. The first step, that's easy. You start with her. The person who witnessed your death. She should have some important clues, don't you think? Hey, you're right. And not only that. She might even know who I am. She might even know who I am. I think it's pretty clear she doesn't, given how she was shaking him before the assassin got to her. Yes, I'd say there's a very good possibility of that. What was I doing here tonight in a place like this? And why is Ray so sus? That woman probably knows the answer. That woman probably knows the answer. That's right. Never forget that. She's the key to everything tonight. And how do you know that, Ray? The key to everything? What do you mean? You'll know soon enough when you regain your memory. Yeah. I'm like a blank sheet of paper right now. I should probably keep some kind of record of everything I learned tonight. That's a very good idea. Be a record of what you have learned, and be sure to check it out now and again. Memories aren't always the most reliable things after all. Updated the phone book. All right then. I wish you good luck. I'd better not let her out of my sight. And besides... I'm not the kind of guy who can just let a woman sit sneezing in the cold rain. Hello, Kasuga. I think I'll try to move closer. What in the world just happened? The crane moved all by itself, and then that big iron ball fell all by itself. It started raining all by itself, and then an umbrella came down all by itself. Oh my goodness! Don't tell me I have psychokinetic powers. Well... No. Hello, kitty. But seriously, what in the world just happened? What's this? I want to see that note. I wonder what I wrote in it. Hopefully it's not just a shopping list or something. Anna's Sugar Girl Bike Umbrella Desk Lamp Await. Yeah, that wouldn't help. Should I check it out? Did I write this note? Maybe I should give it a read. So you don't remember writing it, eh? No, I don't remember writing it. But even more importantly, oh, don't answer that. If I didn't get a chance to read that note. Not to interrupt your train of thought. I wonder if you realized. Where this telephone call is coming from. Huh, how would I know that? Think back. If Ruth helped her avert her fate, didn't the telephone call come in at around this time too? Oh yes. Flatman not here. That telephone call. Exactly. In other words. At this very moment on the other end of this telephone line. Is the culprit who ordered your murder. You sure about that? What? I recommend you possess the telephone. That shows you how old this game is. Cost at a Japanese payphone. Once you've done that, I'll tell you about another one of your ghost tricks. This version of the game was released today, or yesterday. It was released in 2010. Original. It's designed by Shu Takumi, the same guy who designed Phoenix Wright. This is a very highly rated game. And then I saw him. Right there, on the other end of the line, I saw the face of the man who ordered me dead. Is it done? Speak up, man. Did you get hurt? Who is this? Yes, 1,000 pardons, my dear lady. I must have dialed the wrong number. Ha ha ha. So that's Simi, the man who stole my life. That's right. So what do you think? Would you like to go see him? You better believe I would. Then you would do well to listen to me. We ghosts exist by possessing inanimate objects. However, there is one way we can move from place to place over great distances. Is it the internet? And that would be the dead can jump from point A to point B. By moving over phone lines. Just a quick FYI. So phones today are all digital. but theoretically analog switching would permit this because it does physically establish a point-to-point connection. Realistically, ghosts don't exist, and this is fictional. But the logic for this actually makes sense. If you can possess a phone, when a connection is made, you should be able to possess the other end of the phone when they are connected, because at that point they are one connection. So of all the silly stuff in this game, this is the most feasible sounding. Say what? I've done all I can do to help you. You'll have to do the rest yourself. Gee, thanks, Ray. You're not coming with me. I'm afraid not. My powers have grown weak. I've already used up most of my remaining strength just to get here tonight. Wait, why? Why here? Why today? Also, where's your body? But I had to come to ask for your help. My help. Many mysterious things will happen in this town tonight. Speaking as though he's having déjà vu. I'm trusting you need to get to the bottom of them and find out the truth. You're the only one who can do it. I want you to use your powers of the dead to find this truth. I'm grateful to you for everything you've done, but I can't promise I'll help. Tomorrow morning I cease to exist. That doesn't give me a whole lot of time. I need to pursue my own mystery, find out the truth about myself. That's more than enough. Ha! If you succeed in doing that, you'll have done what I asked anyway. The two are one and the same. One and the same. This desk lamp knows a whole lot more than he's telling me. Such a sussy lamp. Now then... From that call a moment ago. You now have the culprit's telephone number. The rest is all up to you. Be right back.